Thank you so much. That was a very clear exposition of exactly what has already been achieved in North Rhine-Westphalia, as well as what still needs to be achieved. So without further ado, I would like to turn now to our next speaker and our first keynote speaker, Dr. Alexander Lautz, who is Senior Vice President of M2M Product and Innovation in Deutsche Telekom, who will be describing development of the M2M market. Please welcome to the stage Dr. Alexander Lautz.
Hi, good morning. Yeah, good morning, everybody. Also from my side, very warm welcome to this year's M2M Summit in Düsseldorf. I'm very pleased to share with you some of my thoughts and insights from Deutsche Telekom's view on M2M. I will do this on behalf of Thomas Kissling, who couldn't come today. He sends his greetings on short notice. He had to decide not to come here, and so I'm the one to present Deutsche Telekom's keynote today. I would introduce myself a little bit. I'm new to the M2M team in Deutsche Telekom. My name is Alexander Lautz. I'm head of the M2M unit, so to say. I'm responsible for all M2M activities in Deutsche Telekom. I'm 20 years in the business, 12 years with Deutsche Telekom, and I started in a company some of you know from former times called Mannesmann, and there's these colleagues over there also on that ties, and now Vodafone company. So I will grab the, here we go. I will share with you actually three thoughts. The one is the importance of M2M for Deutsche Telekom. The second one is the importance of partnering in the M2M sector. And the third one is simplicity. And maybe the last one is a little bit astonishing for you, but simplicity, I will share with you my thoughts on that one. And then I will have two colleagues and a partner from us on stage, and we will show you an example for M2M. So let me start with Deutsche Telekom's strategy. As you know, Deutsche Telekom, and last year I think Thomas Kissling was here, has a keynote also in the summit. So Deutsche Telekom's strategy changed, focused a little bit throughout the year with our new CEO. So Deutsche Telekom is becoming the leading European telecommunication provider. This is our vision we want to go for. And you see there are two things in here which make it more precise. The one is telecommunications. So we are really very much focusing on our core product portfolio, telecommunications, but also European. And this means that we are going for European customers, and they want to be served worldwide. We serve them globally. That's what we do for years. That's what we do with roaming. That's what we do with our T-Systems branch. So, I mean, this is something, but we're focusing really very much on the European customers, worldwide delivery. And we have our US business. You're all aware of that one, but this is really as a separate unit in Deutsche Telekom. It's not integrated in the other countries that are working very closely together. It's more like, let's say, a separate unit. Personally, we are very closely linked in the M2M business to the guys over there, but we have also North American business of T-Systems, so we have plenty of branches throughout the world. Then we have, this is the vision, and now we have then the four pillars down there of what we are building on. And the one is an IP network, yeah, integrated IP networks. This is mobile and fixed line, it's Wi-Fi technologies, it's 4G technologies, and this comes also, and also M2M is core technology of M2M is part of our IP networks. Best customer experience. This leads then to the simplicity part. So it must, in the end, the customer must like the product, must love the product. And it's not only in consumers that we have that, we have it also in business. We have to make it more, let's say, attractive what we sell. This is one observation I have also for us as in the M2M. Win with partners. One of four major pillars of Deutsche Telekom strategy. That's what we're here. I mean, nobody of us can do M2M alone. So we're living in, we have to develop ecosystems. We have to go for partner solutions. Nobody is really able to do it alone. And the fourth one, also very important, lead in business. So we'd say the key value of Deutsche Telekom in some of our markets, for example, in Germany, but also very strongly in Hungary, for example, is the B2B sector. We're very strong in that one. This is our heritage. So that's our fourth pillar. So number one, Deutsche Telekom strategy, message, M2M is core of Deutsche Telekom's strategy. Very core business. Second one, the partner development. So what we have in the partner development, we see several partners. And we have in networks, for example, also partners. We have own networks, own radio networks, but in some countries we do not have own radio networks, so we partner. We partner by a roaming, we partner by, in the future, maybe by other integration of networks. So there are devices. A lot of manufacturers, suppliers of devices are here today, so the Deutsche Telekom is not going to build devices. So we are really partnering devices and bring them into a solution for a customer. Services, what are the services we can deliver which are very close to our portfolio, is everything around cloud, security, but also services then in the device management area, which we can bundle with an access. But again, we do not invent this. It's again a partnering strategy. And the solutions, I mean, here we are all together on the solutions to make it really a solution for a customer who gives us money, who has a process optimization, has a value, has additional revenue streams. So we all have to bundle it together to a service which is very easy, so that a B2B partner has not to sign up 50 contracts, or I'd say 4 or 5 contracts, and we don't want to sell the complexity into this customer and help a little bit to structure it. And here again, one strength of Deutsche Telekom in the countries we are in is very obvious. I mean, we have access to the customer, so we have the ability to discuss with the customer, but in the end, we don't do everything on our own. I give you an example from the consumer segment, which is very obvious. Deutsche Telekom decided not to invest in music load or in the music sector with own products. Even these products have been 8 years from now very innovative. But we decided to go with partners like Spotify and Deezer in different countries in Europe and have the music service with a partner brand. So very open, we are very open, and this is also a mentality. Some of you know Deutsche Telekom for years or decades maybe, and this really changed. So the ability of Deutsche Telekom to work with partners has really changed. There are a lot of services like purchasing, like legal, like marketing, that really opened up for that one. I mean, in 10 years ago, it was not possible to think of it to do that, and now we have really standards how to integrate partners, to quickly integrate partners. So that's, I think, really amazing. It's a transformation Deutsche Telekom did already. So coming back to the M2M now, or coming closer to the M2M, and when I started with Deutsche Telekom 12 years ago, I had one department in my area called M2M. And at that time, we had some first, let's say, automotive deals and logistic deals. But still, what I observe now when I came in is still we a lot of talking technology. And we're showing technology. And so it's complex. And we go with these solutions, with hardware, with network technical things, with SIM cards. We're going to our customer, an industrial customer, and say, oh, you have to this component and then the application and here and so. And so the partner must be really an expert. And there are partners that like to be experts. A classical example I worked for the last 3 years very deeply was the automotive sector. So companies like BMW, they like to be an expert, and they divide it in every pieces, and they say, yo, that's cool, and I want to. But there are many, many others who do not have the resources like a BMW to go into that one. So to be in the complexity, somehow we as an industry, we bring the complexity into our customers and into the meetings with the customers. So I think here we have a chance to come to more simplicity. And simplicity is not only a thing of marketing and communications, but it's also to really to understand the one and only use case, which is the key use case for the industry. And for example, a use case here, bottom left, I mean, that's the industrial part. What is the temperature of a machine? This is key. Or what is the battery time is key. We know it from the consumer segments. We know it with the health things. But or vending machines. I mean, I think you're aware of that one. But this is the thing I would really think we as an industry have to work on and to bring it more precise to this precise use case. And so this is actually my entry part. Deutsche Telekom, M2M is core, partnering is core, and simplicity, bringing simplicity to the customer is a chance that we have, and we should all build on it. And I would like to share one more example how it could look like to have a simple solution. A lot of complexity in the back in the end, but for the customer, it's really a simple thing, and I would welcome on stage my colleagues, Michael Kaiser and Lothar Müller. Michael Kaiser from Canyon, our partner, and Lothar Müller from Deutsche Telekom Sales Development. And you saw in the movie, so there was also Dr. Müller, but he was in healthcare, and but Lothar is not dedicated to healthcare, so he's in M2M in total. So I would like to hand over to you that you show us your example.
Yeah, thank you, Alexander. Yeah, Michael. We see here one nice device here, M2M device. Let's talk about your business. Michael, you're here to share with us a story about connected bike. What was your biggest challenge and what was your approach, Michael?
Yeah, I think, Lothar, before we talk about our concept bike, I would like to start with a short introduction of our company, because I'm pretty sure that not everybody here in the audience knows Canyon. Canyon is, I would say today, a manufacturer of high-end sports bicycles. This means mainly road bikes, mountain bikes, and triathlon bikes. Besides of our key USP, the product, we have a second key USP, and this is our direct sales model. Yeah, and direct sales model means that we sell the bicycle directly from the factory to the end consumer. So we don't have any distributor in between or any dealer in between. We sell it directly to the customer. No. Canyon is the pioneer in direct selling. We started already in the year 1999 to sell the bikes online. Today we have customers in more than 85 countries in the world, and we send our bicycles to all of them from Koblenz, Germany. Yeah, this is a huge challenge for us, and of course it also causes a lot of issues, especially regarding service. And if we have a look in the future and you ask me, okay, what is the future for Canyon? I think to sell a bicycle to a consumer is only one piece of the puzzle. Our vision is in the future that we want to share the whole passion for cycling with our customers. And this means that we want to integrate the customers into the Canyon family, and integration finally means also communication. And communication means that we want to communicate with our customers in the future directly, that we want to communicate with our products, and that we also want to allow that our customers and our products communicate under each other. So with this concept bike we developed together with our partner, the Deutsche Telekom, we think that this is the beginning of a new era of customer satisfaction and customer retention for Canyon bicycles. Okay, our concept bike. So every year at the Eurobike show, this is the leading fair for the bicycle industry. Canyon presents a concept bike to give the bicycle industry a prospect what will come in the next years. This year's our concept bike includes two main features. One is that we developed the active suspension for road racing bikes. I just want to mention a few sentences about the technology behind. We talk about an ultra-lightweight active suspension system, which consists of several parts. One is that we work with a carbon leaf spring with a very progressive characteristic. The second is that we work with a very special self-developed MR bearing. This MR bearing includes so-called magnetorheological fluid, and this fluid has some metal particles inside, and in combination with a magnetic field, you are able to adjust the toughness or the viscosity of the fluid, and so you can also adjust the damping behavior. Together with some sensors on the bike, we can also determine the status of riding if you ride over cobblestones, for example. So the suspension system is very soft. If you go, for example, in a sprint, you directly harden the suspension and you don't have any movements anymore. So this is one part of our active suspension system. And the second part, I think this is more interesting for the community here. This is our bike connected.
For sure, Michael, the communication features we developed together are, I think, amazing. We got the e-call, we got the service features and tracking. At first, I want to introduce you to the e-call. I think the e-call is well known by some of you for its use in cars. We have brought this feature to the bike, to this bike. It recognizes with crash sensors if a crash happens. In emergency, the crash sensors register heavy impacts or rapid loss of speed combined with the bike lying on its side. The bike then sends an alarm message. Any additional information stored voluntarily by the rider, such as age and any pre-existing conditions, could be transmitted to an alarm center. Michael, we built an onboard unit with an integrated GSM communication module, which is connected to our telecom cloud, to your telecom cloud. You told us before there are service features. What could they do for us as bike riders? Michael.
Okay. So our service features are also based on a cloud connection, especially for us as a direct selling company. Service is a huge challenge for us. So in the future, the idea is that we have sensors on our bicycle which determine the condition of several parts. Then we are able to determine, for example, the wear rate or the wear status of the parts, like brake pads, chain, sprocket, etc. If we see that a part is worn out, we are able to send a message on a smart device from the customer, and the customer can directly link to our online store and can buy exactly this part which he needs to change it. Beside of the spare part, he can also buy the tools to change the part. And when the part arrived on his desk finally, he also get an instruction via a video or a manual how to do it. So this is about the service part, but finally, Lothar, I think we also want to share and communicate our information also with others, right?
Yes, Michael, we integrated a GPS sensor into the bike. It tracks our rides in an easy way, shares it with friends, and optimizes routes which we have driven. You know our slogan? Life is for sharing. And even if your bike got stolen, I hope not this bike here, you could easily track it. So, Michael, could you face on your plan, or better on our plans for next year?
So we presented the bike at the Eurobike show, and the response was really amazing. So the next step is that we want to go into a pilot, that we want to set up a test fleet and to continue our development. And after this after this run of the test fleet, I think we want to discuss our further steps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Michael, we're looking here in the future. Better we look in this direction here to the bike, to the future where bikes will be more intelligent and helps us to have more fun.
Yeah.
I'm proud to do that together with Canyon and you. Yeah, thank you, Michael, for joining us today here.
Thank you very much, Lothar, and thank you also for the help from the Deutsche Telekom, because also for us as a medium-sized company, this is a totally different field of application, and it's what Mr. Lautz already said, that we need support and need help, also to make things like this happen. Yeah, thank you very much.
Great. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you very much. Also from my side. So this is one example of how it could look like. It's a little bit future, but it's very nice. And maybe we ask the M2M Alliance next year, maybe they increase the participant fee a little bit, but then everybody can get a bike or so, something like that would be fine. And if it's better to come by bike than by car, some people told me normally it takes 20 minutes to come here, and they took one hour today. So maybe in that time you can go by bike. So coming back to the examples, this is the things and the pictures we want to transport, and we as an industry want to transport towards the customers, and I would like to end up with a small animation where we have more and more of these things, and I would like to thank you, wish you and us all a very good summit and a very nice fair. So thank you very much, and I hand over to our moderator. Thanks you.